Hello? Hello?
You guys can start and then we can.
This game from last year, do you feel like there's a rivalry between these two teams, especially after the playoffs last year?
I don't know if I would say a rivalry, so to speak, in the way that some other teams have the rivalry. I think certainly, from our standpoint, we want to make sure that we're putting our best foot forward. We don't feel like we did that for the most part during the series, last year. But it's a new year. We're a new team, they're a new team. We have, I think, 6 new players. They've made some moves. They've had players in and out as well. So, for us, it's now about just this is our next step in our journey. And this is a tough opponent. This is the opponent that we have to go through. They were in the finals a year ago, which is where we want to be. And so we need to take advantage of our opportunity that we have here today.
Christine?
Stewart, the reigning MVP, going against, Alyssa Thomas, who was runner-up. I know that their styles of game are different. They're probably not going to be guarding each other, but just talk about these two powerhouses kind of going together for the first time this season.
Yeah, 2 of the best players in the world. Certainly you look at they do it in different ways, but their impact for their team, their impact for our league, their impact on this game, it's unparalleled in what they do. And so it's always an exciting time when you have 2 of the great players on the floor at the same time. But oftentimes in those games, it ends up being the other players, right? Who else is going to contribute? Who else is going to, make the plays, make winning plays that it takes to win ball games. I think collectively, our group has found multiple ways to win, and we've got to continue to do that.
Emily?
Yeah, obviously we're still waiting for the official announcement. I think that for us, AT's earned the right. And she's put her best foot forward. She's done the due process. We're hopeful that it's true. And when we get the official announcement, certainly take an opportunity to really reflect on that. But right now, and AT would probably tell you the same thing. Right now, it's about New York. It's about taking our next step. And when that official announcement comes, we'll be ready.
Sierra?
I think the biggest thing is trying to figure out why. Nobody we can't quite put our finger on why that is. But it's imperative that we get off to a good start today. New York is too good of a team. You can get buried in a hurry. Certainly it's a game of runs, but we have to put consciously and intentionally put more of an emphasis on how we start and finish every quarter. And for us right now, the problem is the first quarter. And so continuing to address it, continuing to talk about it, continuing to make it a priority, and hopefully go out and change that today.
Jackie? Okay.
So New York soon is out, and when she's been out, we have been curious what you've seen from that look, how I guess that changes their dimension and sort of what they look like.
Well, they look bigger, first of all. And I think that's the challenge is now you've got 6 foot and 6'1" on the wing. Now you've got floor spacers, and you've got Sabrina running the point, who also is an active scorer, right? So it changes a little bit in how you play them on the defensive end. Offensively, or for us, it changes a little bit of how we look to attack, because they have length and size at nearly every position, because it allows them to switch multiple actions in ways that they might not have done it before. Certainly it takes one of the best point guards in the world off the floor. But at the same time, it creates its own challenges. I think rebounding is going to be critical for us tonight, because if we get them to take the shots we want and they miss them, we can't give them multiple opportunities. They're too good of a team. They make you pay. So it does change a little bit about what we do in our coverages on defense and how we attack them on offense.
talk is usually Vegas and New York, but there's a rivalry between New York and Connecticut. So I'm just curious how you've sort of seen that evolve over the years and how you've seen sort of the fans latch on to this.
Yeah, I mean, I think every time you're a team that's hunting a championship, you got to go through the teams that were there last year, right? The year before. Our record versus New York last year wasn't great, but we had our moments and we had our opportunities to win ball games. So we didn't finish oftentimes. And so for us, I think the biggest thing is just we approach this game the same way. We know that while we're being talked about a little bit more and we are hunted from a certain standpoint, we are still hunting New York and Vegas. They were where we want to be, and so we have to make sure we keep the main thing, and this is the next step in our journey. But at the same time, the most consistent team, the most disciplined team, the team that plays with multiple levels of effort usually comes out on top, and we've got to be that for 40 minutes here today. No.
Okay, so obviously that was a big news. What do you hope that she brings, and obviously quick turnaround getting here, and then maybe
Well, I think with while we're kind of managing Mo, we got to be able to give Ty a break. Ty's playing a lot of minutes. She's doing an outstanding job, but her minutes aren't just minutes. Like she plays hard minutes, right? She covers a lot of ground on both ends of the floor. She's being pressured 94 feet. She's picking up 94 feet. So for Ty, being able to spell her is going to be huge. And for us to have a player like Veronica that was available, who has the same defensive identity that we do, right? Who can come in and you're not going to lose anything on the defensive end of the floor. She's an elite defender. She's a true point guard, so she understands how to get players involved. And her catch and shoot 3-point numbers are really good. And we need another player on the floor who can knock down a catch and shoot three. So, I think she fits us. She's high IQ. She's been great so far. In terms of how she's picking things up and integrating into what we do. So we're fortunate that she was available, and she's certainly going to see some time.
Thank you.
Thank you.